The Eastern Roman Empire, commonly known as the Byzantine Empire, thrived from 330 AD until its fall in 1453 AD. This period marked a significant chapter in history characterized by cultural, political, and religious transformations. Below is a structured overview of the Byzantine Empire's history, achievements, and legacy. Origins and establishment. Foundation of Constantinople. The Byzantine Empire originated when Emperor Constantine I refounded the city of Byzantium as Constantinople in 330 AD. This strategic location became the new capital of the Roman Empire, serving as a bridge between Europe and Asia and controlling vital trade routes. Constantine's establishment of Constantinople marked a pivotal shift from Rome to a new center of power that would influence the Mediterranean world for centuries. Transition from Roman to Byzantine identity. While the Western Roman Empire fell in 476 AD, the Eastern Roman Empire continued to flourish. The inhabitants identified themselves as Romans, and the term Byzantine was only coined later by historians to distinguish this phase of Roman history. The empire maintained many Roman traditions, including governance structures and legal systems, while gradually adopting Greek as its primary language and Christianity as its state religion. Key historical periods. The age of Justinian, 527 to 565 AD. Territorial expansion under Emperor Justinian I, the Byzantine Empire reached its zenith. Justinian sought to reclaim lost territories of the Western Roman Empire through military campaigns led by his general Belisarius. Significant victories included the reconquest of North Africa from the Vandals and parts of Italy from the Ostrogoths. 16. Cultural achievements. Justinian's reign is also noted for monumental architectural achievements, most famously the Hagia Sophia, which exemplified Byzantine architecture. Additionally, he commissioned the codification of Roman law into the Corpus Juris Civilis, which laid the groundwork for modern legal systems in many European nations. 67. The Iconoclast controversy, 726 to 843 AD. Religious conflict. The Iconoclast controversy was a significant religious conflict within the empire regarding the use of religious icons. Emperors like Leo III initiated iconoclasm, leading to division within society and between church and state. This period highlighted the tension between traditional practices and emerging Christian doctrines. 34. The Macedonian dynasty, 867–1056 AD, cultural renaissance. The Macedonian dynasty marked a revival in Byzantine culture and power. This era saw military successes against external threats like the Arabs and Bulgars, along with a flourishing of arts and literature. The empire expanded its territory significantly during this time, enhancing trade and cultural exchange across Europe and Asia. 28. Decline and fall. Internal strife and external pressures. Political instability. The later centuries of the empire were marked by political instability, economic challenges, and military defeats. The rise of powerful regional leaders weakened central authority, leading to civil strife. Additionally, external pressures from emerging powers such as the Seljuk Turks and later the Ottomans further strained Byzantine resources. Fall of Constantinople, 1453. End of an era. The culmination of these challenges led to the fall of Constantinople in 1453. The Ottoman Empire's conquest marked not only the end of Byzantine rule but also a significant shift in power dynamics within Europe and Asia. This event is often viewed as a turning point that heralded the end of medieval history and the beginning of the Renaissance. Legacy. The Byzantine Empire's legacy is profound. It preserved ancient Greek and Roman knowledge through its scholars during a time when much was lost in Western Europe. The empire's legal codes influenced modern law, while its art and architecture left an indelible mark on subsequent cultures. In conclusion, from its establishment under Constantine I to its fall under Ottoman siege, the Byzantine Empire played a crucial role in shaping European history through its unique blend of Roman heritage and Christian tradition. Its resilience over nearly a millennium serves as a testament to its significance in world history. Major achievements of Emperor Justinian I. Emperor Justinian I, who ruled from 527 to 565 CE, is often regarded as one of the most significant figures in Byzantine history. His reign marked a pivotal era characterized by military conquests, legal reforms, and architectural achievements that left a lasting impact on both the Byzantine Empire and the broader historical landscape. This speech will explore the major accomplishments of Justinian, highlighting his contributions to law, military expansion, architecture, and administration. 1. Codification of Roman law. One of Justinian's most enduring legacies is the codification of Roman law, known as the Corpus Juris Civilis, body of civil law. Recognizing the need for a unified legal system, Justinian commissioned a team of legal scholars to compile and organize existing Roman laws. This monumental work consisted of several components: Codex Justinianus, a collection of imperial laws; Digest, a compilation of legal opinions and interpretations; Institutes, a textbook for law students; Novels, later additions and updates to the legal code. The Corpus Juris Civilis not only provided a coherent legal framework for the Byzantine Empire, but also influenced legal systems across Europe, serving as a foundation for civil law codes that persist to this day. 2. Military reconquest. Justinian was determined to restore the territorial integrity of the Roman Empire through military campaigns aimed at reconquering lost territories. His general, Belisarius, played a crucial role in these efforts, achieving significant victories. North Africa. The Vandal kingdom was swiftly conquered. Italy. Major cities such as Rome and Ravenna were reclaimed from the Ostrogoths. Spain. A foothold was established in southern Hispania. These campaigns not only restored Roman control over vast regions, but also increased the empire's annual revenue significantly. 256. However, while these conquests were initially successful, they proved difficult to maintain in the long term. 3. Architectural achievements. Justinian's reign is renowned for its ambitious building programs, which transformed Constantinople into a city of grandeur. The most iconic achievement is the Hagia Sophia, completed in 537 CE. This architectural marvel featured innovative engineering techniques and became a symbol of Byzantine culture and Christianity. The Hagia Sophia served as the largest cathedral in the world for nearly 1,000 years and remains one of the greatest examples of Byzantine architecture. In addition to the Hagia Sophia, Justinian initiated numerous other construction projects, including churches, fortifications, and public works that contributed to the aesthetic and functional development of Constantinople. 35. 4. Administrative reforms. Justinian also focused on reorganizing the administration of the Byzantine Empire. He implemented several reforms aimed at increasing efficiency and reducing corruption. Reorganization of government. Justinian streamlined administrative processes and outlawed practices such as the sale of provincial governorships, suffragia. Increased accountability. His reforms sought to enhance accountability among officials and improve governance throughout the empire. These administrative changes helped stabilize the empire during his reign and set precedents for future governance. 5. Religious policies. Religious policy was another critical aspect of Justinian's reign. He sought to unify Christianity under Chalcedonian orthodoxy while suppressing paganism and heretical sects. This led to significant religious tensions but also solidified Christianity's role within the empire as a unifying force. Emperor Justinian I's reign was marked by significant achievements that shaped the course of Byzantine history. His codification of Roman law laid a foundation for modern legal systems. His military campaigns temporarily restored much of the former glory of Rome. His architectural projects left an indelible mark on Constantinople. And his administrative reforms improved governance within the empire. While some challenges arose during his reign, Justinian's legacy endures as one of monumental significance in both legal history and architectural innovation. The bureaucratic systems of the Byzantine Empire and the Western Roman Empire exhibit significant differences, reflecting their unique historical contexts and administrative needs. This speech will explore these differences in detail, focusing on the structure, functions, and evolution of bureaucracy in both empires. Introduction: The Byzantine Empire, often considered a continuation of the Roman Empire, developed a complex bureaucratic system that differed markedly from that of its predecessor. While both empires were authoritarian and ruled by emperors, their approaches to governance and administration diverged due to various factors, including territorial challenges, economic conditions, and cultural influences. Structure of bureaucracy: Byzantine bureaucracy, centralized authority. The Byzantine Empire was characterized by a highly centralized bureaucratic system. The emperor held absolute power and was seen as divinely ordained, serving as both head of state and church. The emperor's authority was supported by a network of officials who managed various aspects of governance. Civil service. The Byzantine bureaucracy included a professional civil service that was more developed than that of the Roman Empire. This civil service comprised skilled diplomats and administrators who managed state affairs, including finances, justice, and military logistics. Administrative divisions. The empire was divided into provinces governed by officials known as strategoi, who combined civil and military responsibilities. This dual role allowed for more efficient governance, especially during times of external threats. Western Roman bureaucracy, decentralized governance. In contrast, the Western Roman Empire had a more decentralized bureaucratic structure. Although the emperor wielded significant power, local governors, proconsuls, had substantial autonomy over provincial matters. Limited civil service. The Roman bureaucracy lacked a professional civil service akin to that of the Byzantines. Instead, administrative roles were often filled by aristocrats or military leaders with little formal training in governance. Provincial administration. The Western Roman Empire relied heavily on provincial governors who were primarily responsible for tax collection and local law enforcement but had limited oversight from the central government. Functions of bureaucracy. Byzantine functions. Fiscal system. The Byzantine Empire implemented a sophisticated fiscal system that included taxes on trade and state monopolies. This allowed for better revenue collection compared to the Roman system, which lacked a formal budget. Communication networks. The establishment of a state postal service facilitated communication across the vast empire, enhancing administrative efficiency and enabling rapid response to local issues. Judicial authority. The emperor exercised control over justice through appointed officials known as crotai, who were responsible for legal matters within their jurisdictions. Western Roman functions. Tax collection. The Western Roman Empire relied on local elites to collect taxes, which often led to corruption and inefficiencies in revenue generation. There was no standardized fiscal policy akin to that in Byzantium. Limited communication. Communication across provinces was slower due to less developed infrastructure compared to the Byzantine postal system, hindering effective governance. Judicial system. Justice was administered locally with significant variation in legal practices across provinces, leading to inconsistencies in law enforcement. Evolution. Over time, the bureaucratic systems in both empires evolved due to external pressures and internal reforms. Byzantine reforms, under Emperor Heraclius, 610–641 CE. The Byzantine Empire transitioned to a feudal-themed system known as the theme system. This reform integrated military and civil administration by granting land to soldiers in exchange for military service, thus ensuring loyalty while addressing resource constraints. Decline of Western Rome. The Western Roman Empire faced increasing instability due to invasions and internal strife, leading to a decline in its bureaucratic effectiveness. By the time of its fall in 476 CE, many administrative functions had deteriorated significantly compared to earlier periods. In summary, while both the Byzantine and Western Roman empires shared certain foundational elements rooted in their common heritage, their bureaucratic systems diverged significantly in structure, function, and evolution. The Byzantine Empire's emphasis on centralized authority, professional civil service, and efficient fiscal management allowed it to adapt better to challenges over time compared to the more decentralized and less organized bureaucracy of the Western Roman Empire. This distinction not only shaped their respective administrative capabilities but also influenced their long-term stability. The Byzantine Empire, often referred to as the Eastern Roman Empire, emerged from the fragmentation of the Roman Empire in the late 4th century AD, and lasted until the fall of Constantinople in 1453. Central to its identity and governance was Christianity, which played a pivotal role in shaping its culture, politics, and social structures. This speech will explore the multifaceted influence of Christianity on the development of the Byzantine Empire, examining its integration into daily life, its impact on governance and law, and its contributions to art and education. The rise of Christianity in the Byzantine Empire. Christianity began as a small sect within Judaism, but grew rapidly throughout the Roman Empire. The conversion of Emperor Constantine in the early 4th century marked a significant turning point, as he became the first Roman emperor to embrace Christianity. His Edict of Milan in 313 AD granted religious tolerance for Christians, effectively ending their persecution and allowing for the faith's public practice. By the end of the 4th century, under Emperor Theodosius I, Christianity was declared the official state religion of the Roman Empire, solidifying its central role in Byzantine society. Transition from paganism to Christianity. The transition from traditional Roman religions to Christianity was gradual. Initially, many citizens continued to practice pagan rituals alongside their new Christian beliefs. However, as emperors sought to unify their realm under a single faith, they implemented policies that favored Christianity over paganism. This included laws that restricted pagan practices and promoted Christian worship. The establishment of churches and religious institutions became a priority for the state, further embedding Christianity into the fabric of Byzantine life. Political power and religious authority. Christianity not only influenced individual lives but also shaped the political landscape of the Byzantine Empire. The emperors viewed themselves as divinely appointed rulers, with a responsibility to uphold and promote Christianity. This led to a unique relationship between church and state where emperors wielded significant power over ecclesiastical matters. The role of emperors like Justinian I, 527 to 565 AD, exemplified this intertwining of political authority and religious leadership. Justinian sought to consolidate his power by enforcing religious uniformity across his empire. He actively participated in church affairs, convening ecumenical councils that addressed theological disputes and established key doctrines. His reign saw significant efforts to codify laws that reflected Christian values, such as prohibitions against heresy and support for church construction. The Great Schism, despite efforts at unity. Theological disagreements between Eastern, Byzantine, and Western, Roman, churches eventually led to significant schisms. The Great Schism of 1054 formally divided Christianity into Roman Catholicism and Eastern Orthodoxy, with profound implications for both religious communities. This division was not merely theological but also political, as each side sought to assert its authority over Christian doctrine and practice. Cultural influence. Art and education. Christianity profoundly influenced Byzantine culture, particularly in art and education. The empire became renowned for its religious art, characterized by intricate mosaics and icons that depicted biblical scenes and saints. These artworks served not only aesthetic purposes but also educational ones. They were used to instruct believers about Christian teachings. Iconography. The veneration of icons became a central practice within Byzantine Christianity. Icons were seen as windows to the divine, facilitating communication between worshippers and God. However, this practice also sparked controversy during periods such as the Iconoclastic Controversy, 726 to 843 AD, where debates over the legitimacy of icon worship led to significant political and social upheaval. Educational institutions. The establishment of educational institutions under church auspices further integrated Christian teachings into daily life. Schools affiliated with churches taught subjects rooted in Christian doctrine alongside classical literature. This blend of education ensured that future generations were steeped in both their cultural heritage and their religious faith. Social impact. Daily life and community. Christianity permeated every aspect of daily life in the Byzantine Empire. Religious festivals marked the calendar year, influencing agricultural practices and community gatherings. The church provided social services such as care for the poor and sick, which reinforced its role as a community center. 6. Community life. Churches served not only as places of worship but also as community hubs where social interactions occurred. They hosted festivals that celebrated saints' days, fostering a sense of communal identity. The fall of the Western Roman Empire in 476 CE marked a significant turning point in history, leading to profound changes not only in the territories once governed by Rome but also in the Eastern Roman Empire, commonly referred to as the Byzantine Empire. This speech will explore the multifaceted impacts of the Western Empire's decline on the Eastern Empire, focusing on political, economic, military, and cultural dimensions. Political impacts. Loss of central authority. The collapse of the Western Roman Empire resulted in a power vacuum that affected the Eastern Empire's political landscape. With the Western territories fragmented into various successor states, the Eastern Roman Empire emerged as the sole continuator of Roman authority. This shift allowed the Byzantine emperors to consolidate power and redefine their governance structures. The Eastern Empire increasingly positioned itself as the legitimate heir to Roman traditions, which was crucial for maintaining stability amidst external threats and internal strife. Increased autonomy and responsibility as the Western Empire disintegrated. The Eastern Empire found itself responsible for defending its borders against new threats. The Byzantine emperors had to adapt their political strategies to manage these challenges effectively. The rise of barbarian kingdoms in the West meant that Byzantium had to focus on its own security, leading to a more centralized and militarized government under emperors like Justinian I, who sought to reclaim lost territories and restore Roman glory. Economic impacts. Trade dynamics. The fall of the Western Roman Empire disrupted established trade routes across Europe and North Africa. As Western territories fell into chaos, trade diminished significantly, impacting the economy of Byzantium. However, this disruption also allowed the Eastern Empire to strengthen its control over critical trade routes in the Mediterranean and beyond. The Byzantines capitalized on this opportunity by enhancing their economic policies and trade networks with Asia and Africa, which helped them maintain economic stability despite regional turmoil. 24. Resource allocation. The Eastern Empire's economic strategies were influenced by the need to allocate resources for defense against invasions from various groups such as the Goths and later the Sassanids. The loss of tax revenue from Western provinces necessitated adjustments in fiscal policies, leading to increased taxation in the East. This economic strain forced Byzantine leaders to innovate in resource management and taxation systems, laying foundations for future economic resilience. Military impacts. Military reorganization. The decline of the Western Roman military created a ripple effect that prompted significant changes within Byzantine military structures. The Eastern Empire had to bolster its defenses against increasing threats from both barbarian invasions and Persian expansionism. This led to military reforms that emphasized local recruitment and fortification of cities along critical borders. Strategic focus on defense. With the Western Empire's fall highlighting vulnerabilities, Byzantine strategists shifted their focus toward a more defensive posture. They invested in fortifications along key frontiers and developed a more mobile army capable of responding quickly to threats. This strategic pivot allowed Byzantium to survive for nearly 1,000 years after Rome's fall, adapting its military tactics as needed. Cultural impacts. Cultural continuity and transformation. Despite political upheaval, cultural continuity persisted between the two empires. The Eastern Roman Empire preserved many aspects of Roman culture, law, and administration even as it evolved into a distinct Byzantine identity. This cultural legacy was crucial for maintaining a sense of unity among diverse populations within Byzantium. Religious influence. The fall of Rome also facilitated a shift in religious dynamics within the Eastern Empire, as Christianity became more entrenched in Byzantine society. It served as a unifying force amid political fragmentation. The Eastern Orthodox Church emerged as a central institution that not only provided spiritual guidance but also played a significant role in governance and diplomacy. In summary, the fall of the Western Roman Empire profoundly impacted the Eastern Roman Empire across various dimensions: politically, economically, militarily, and culturally. While it presented challenges such as increased responsibility for defense and economic adjustments due to lost territories, it also offered opportunities for consolidation of power and cultural continuity. The Byzantine Empire's ability to adapt and thrive in this new context ultimately allowed it to endure as a significant power long after Rome's demise. Understanding these dynamics provides valuable insights into how empires respond to crises and transform themselves in response to changing historical circumstance.